It's Manda. Welcome to my channel. Today we are planning in my Catchall planner. We're planning the notes pages at the end of the monthly view for July. I'm using some leftover stickers here from Design Lovely Studio and Steph's Planner Boutique, as well as some stickers from Functionally Chic Blue Blooms and Red Blooms. So I really want to use, where are they? Primarily these here. If they'll go, we'll see. It's because they're like red and blue in here. So, because there's not really, these are majority blue. So we'll put this to the side for when I need the blue boxes. I'll go ahead and take out the pages that I need. I think what I want to do is, these are the notes pages that come in the back. So it goes monthly view, dashboard, bunch of checklist pages, and then this page in the planner. Do I want to use this one instead? Let's use this one since I sort of started already using all these up. And since I've pulled them out already, let's use these. Are these the same ones that I was talking about? Or are there different ones? Oh, these are the ones. I think these will work. Let's use these. But yes. Let's see about. Don't really have. Let's use this up this page. If I can get it off. So I was just finishing listening to a podcast called Life After MLM. That's run by I forget her name. Her name escapes me at the moment. The lady from LuLaRich. But she was interviewing people from Shiny Happy People, and I was like, wait a second. Like, I've been hearing for a while about it, and it's been, advertised on my, because I have Amazon Prime, on my Prime Video. I also have a Fire TV, so it's like, watch this, and I'm like, okay. I just haven't watched it yet, but they were on it, and I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I love like true crime / cult things, even though it's not really a true crime documentary, but it's definitely a cult related thing. So yeah, I was like, ooh, let's go watch that. Well, I was listening to it. I'm like, okay, now I definitely need to watch it. I'm like, ooh, wow. Fundamentalism really freaks, it's so weird because mine, I don't know if I've probably said this before. My mom was raised Pentecostal in a Pentecostal church, and if you know anything, and really small town rural Pentecostal church kind of thing, even though she grew up in New Orleans, but that's a whole nother story. And let's see. And so, she's told me stories about, how strict it was, and I would call it very fundamentalist before fundamentalism was, a thing. And very, very, strict in their viewpoints and things like that. And she would always, growing up, she personally, I never grew up so I've never been involved with religion. I was raised I don't know, I wouldn't call it we celebrated Christmas and things like that, but in a secular way, not a religious way. And so she would tell me I'm sure there was more. There's more that she could tell me now that I'm older, um, about weird things that occurred. Um, but yeah, like they would punish her for like they punished her for um like my dad didn't go to the church, and like they would punish her by she played like the piano and the organ, right? And they would punish her by not letting her play the piano or the organ because my dad didn't wouldn't they wouldn't pay tithes on my dad's church, and my mom was like on my dad's like salary, and my mom was like, he doesn't go to the church, like why would he pay tithes? And they're like, well, you don't get to do this anymore. Like, and I was like, oh, they don't, from what I understand, they didn't like outright say it, but like they took her off of playing it. Like that was the reason, but it happened right after that. So she was like, okay, well then. But yeah, this like, so like I've always like been in a situation where my parents were always like, you have a brain, use it. uh kind of situation, you know what I mean? Like nothing like nothing culty, like so like use your brain in a situation, like something's happening, use your mind. That's what, in a way, like, God gave you a brain, use it. And that was pretty much it. Like, so the like listening to these horror stories of these people, I'm like, oh my gosh. But like fundamentalism is just so strange. It's like, and because like so like I live in Utah, right? Like land of the Mormons. And like my coworker and I, like, I'm not religious, but she's very religious. Like, you know, um but we were able to have these conversations, right? That, like, it's always in the thing is I'm not, when we have the conversations, like, it's I'm just trying to understand the situation and like how people think, because I'm not that kind of, like, I don't, and it's not her trying to, convert me to Mormonism. It's very much of like, well, here's what I believe. It's very much a share your story, right? But without being like over the top about it. And we're able to have conversations because I'm very much like if I were to go into a religion, it like go start going to church or something, it would be like a UU type of church, which is United Universalists, Unitarian, something like that. Basically, it's like they take information from multiple religions and kind of like put it together. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, to me, like, here's the thing: all religions, and this is what I was telling my friend. All religions, to me, are basically the same. Basically, like they all have like the same tenets. Like, like they all basically teach the same thing, right? So who's to say which one's better than the other one? Like, who is anyone to say this person, this religion's right and this religion's wrong? So to me, like, that's kind of how UU is like, we like they just bring everything together, right? Like, take a little bit from here, take a little bit from there, and go with it. That's kind of how I view religion, and I'm just like, I don't believe in I don't believe in religion. I know I believe in faith. Faith, you know, absolutely. But religion, not so much. And it's really cool that we can have talks like that, and especially with it being a coworker, right? At work, having this conversation. But yeah, I'm sitting here going, oh my goodness. This, I'm really gonna have to watch this documentary. It's 4 parts, so it's 5 o'clock Sunday. I could probably finish it before, at least start watching it. So the idea that so people can get so ingrained in a thought that that a superiority thought, basically if you don't believe this, if you don't believe this, and we're the only church that's right, and that kind of thing is just so crazy to me. That's not the point of church. That's not the point of religion, or being involved in a religion. You know what I mean? It's not. Oh crap! That's staying there. We're gonna put something else there. We're gonna put a star or something there. And so, for people to have such strong convictions about it, and be angry or willing to be violent about it, I'm like, what is wrong with you people? It's just mind-boggling to me. Okay, when you put some stars down here, and I'm not really vocalizing what I'm trying to say very well, because I'm thinking about putting stickers down instead of actually my thoughts. But yeah, I was like, this is going to be interesting. And the guy, the girl and the guy that she interviewed on this podcast were hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would be, they're very there's a lot of sarcasm from the I think it's Flynn. They were on the documentary. I think it's Flynn. He I was like, oh my gosh, we would be besties. This couple and me would be like, oh my gosh. That's sarcasm is my love language. And so yeah, I was like, man, these people, these poor people, these poor kids, you. And what's crazy is everybody thinks it's I'm not a parent, so I don't know, but it's you're trying to do what's best for your kids. And my mom was like, my when she was raising me was to not screw you up too badly. my job was to not screw you up too badly. I'm like, you did a pretty good job. I'm screwed up anyway because of genetics, but you didn't scar me for life or anything. But and these poor people that just they're trying to, they think they're doing what's best for their kids, but yet you're just putting them in these terrible situations and doing terrible things to them and allowing terrible things to happen to them, all thinking that you're doing it well, doing the right thing for your kids. And it's just crazy. But anyway, all right, so here are the note pages. We'll see how this goes. This is totally crooked, but I'm not going to try to bring it up because it's going to tear the page. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. hope you enjoyed my like rambling. I don't know, my brain is just like it's Sunday. It's my brain's like, you need to be resting. Why are you recording? And I'm like, I'm recording because I I want to. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.